long, right? But I wanna get this out there real quick, right? I just watched the Pro Box segment that Timothy Bradley just did, right? I'm seeing my content all over, man. With guys are speaking of, and I said these things too about this guy hasn't had a real training camp in years. Kind of talked about that last night. And then you wonder why I come on here and I say guys are weirdos. I say, guys aren't official with this boxing. Is because when certain people speak about things, right? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them, right? Like I said, when certain people speak on certain topics in boxing, people try to act like, for whatever reason, if you're not liked or received well, they try to ignore your content and then that you was the one that bared that fruit. But Timothy Bradley just sat up here, and I remember being on, shout out to my man WCS's platform, and I spoke about the fact that, because he always comes at my nephew hard, right? He gets at Jihad hard all the time, right? And I remember being on I can't remember what particular podcast it was that WCS did, and I mentioned that, right? Because I know my content, the right people watch my shit, man. So I made my stance, and I said, yeah, man, I think Timothy Bradley caught a Paretnikov flashback. I said he gets hot flashes, because if you know anything about boxing, you really been around it, did it, like a lot of you guys claim to be, or have family members, this, that, and the third. Certain ass whoopings stay on you. They don't come off of you. And that particular fight that he had with Paretnikov, I always remember that fight, and I'm like, man, that shit right there is going to stay on him. He's going to catch flashbacks. Nonetheless, the man admitted to it. The man did Pro Box TV podcast with Paulie and I think. But I want to talk about it real quick, man. I talked about this last night, and I'm seeing the content all. I'm seeing guys trying to pop. He really wasn't training, and now you see some of these yes men guys that he had around him for years trying to admit to the fact that they, got him tightened up. But you guys should have been had him tightened up. If he was moving like that then, and now it took him to get beat up by Joseph Parker, and the potential fight with Zhang, and now Jared Big Baby Anderson, for the wheels to get turning, is not official, it's not solid. And I say that to say this, see, you guys will not admit to the content that I have been dropping, because, to be honest, a lot of you guys are weirdos, man. And I'm going to continue to call you weirdos. I'm going to continue to call guys, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it, fuck them, right? Fuck them all, man. Because at the end of the day, you can't hide no more. There was always a method to the madness that I was doing, right? And now my receipts are all over the game. And regardless if you want to acknowledge them, share them, like them, you can't hide them. You can't. The receipts are everywhere. And once again, shout out to Steve Bradley for admitting to what the source put out there. And shout out to Deontay Wilder for getting out there on the track. Yeah, I'm chilling, Duran, Too Real for TV, man. Keep dropping that heat, too. I'll be watching a lot of your content, my guy. I think I commented on one of your videos. You drop some fire, man. Keep dropping your fire. And just know this, like I was saying, if you didn't come in here, it doesn't matter who you think is watching or not watching. People watch, bro. And And you'd be surprised the people that watch, man. But I'm about to close out real quick and get back to, the business. But I just had to come on and put that out there, man. I seen two of my seeds, my fruits, right? Bearing fruits now, man. My thoughts. My thoughts. My source. I see it bear fruits, man. And Bradley for keeping. You do have options. You do have options. And I told y'all he catches flashback of that Paratnikov fight. Because, see, unlike a lot of these other content creators, I actually do this. Been around this, raised around this. And when I say certain ass whoopings stay on you, that's why. And the warriors know what I'm talking about. It's just the weirdos that claim to know or act like they don't know what I'm talking about. But I understand, man. At the end of the day, a lot of you guys are boxing fans. And me, being who I am in the game, growing in the game now, a lot of you guys were never fans of my work. But I am in the program. So being in the program, and you're supposed to be a fan of the program, but you was never a fan of me, now you understand that I'm part of the program, kind of fucks you up. But hopefully y'all caught that sauce. You do have options. This is the Sauce Experience. Exactly, the Ring for TV. Not only is it zesty, it's like, at the end of the day, dudes are weird, bro. Like, they be fans of promotional companies, fans of content creators, but fronting like they're fans of boxing. At the end of the day, I'm a fan of boxing. I'm a part of Team Tucker. I'm a part of Team Wiseout. I'm a part of Team Jones. But Jihad will tell you, his father will tell you, Marley will tell you, even Earl Spence will tell you, I will give your ass, man. If I feel like, yo, you're moving funny, that's not the vibe. I'm going to say something. People don't like me or want to acknowledge me because I'm not, number one, a yes man. Number two, I'm not a follower. And number three, I'm gonna, question shit, especially if I feel like it's not right. Just like I would want, the shoe on the same foot. If you feel like I'm moving flaky or I'm moving funny, call me out. But call me out the right way. See, a lot of you dudes come on here and you attempt to call me out with no stats, no facts, no motion. And then when I step on you, you turn into a victim. But this is the Sauce Experience. You do have options. We'll be back on later on tonight, man. I holla.